India, the rising economic powerhouse of the global south. According to S&P Global Ratings, in next decade, Indian conglomerates are set to invest a whopping $300 billion in emerging sectors. Yet, India also faces significant challenges from health, economic and environmental impacts of air pollution.
Health-related concerns due to air pollution are widespread. It affects all age group, geography and communities. Talking about children, nearly about 35% Indian children being exposed to toxic levels of gases and air pollution causes delayed and health-related problems coming from the factories and the diesel trucks. Talking about the elderly population, they are also at so much risk. Now we are seeing so much surge in the cases of respiratory illnesses such as COPD, bronchitis in elderly people.
The health impacts resulting from these diesel-powered trucks are undeniable. But these trucks are also a lifeline for India's economy.
The Indian trucking industry is an important component of the logistics sector, and over the past few years, the trucking industry has grown very steadily at the rate of 8 to 9% CAGR. While they are an integral part of the Indian freight system, they contribute to substantial air pollution and carbon emissions in the cities and beyond. But the good news is that there are a number of companies which are moving their sustainable goods through the e-trucks.
Let me introduce you to UltraTech, the largest cement company in India, and they have recently began deploying electric trucks in their fleets.
We are a US $8.4 billion building solution company and the third largest cement company globally, excluding China, and growing rapidly. This year we also piloted the use of electric trucks in our operations. To demonstrate the benefit of deploying electric vehicles, we invested in buying the vehicles as well as installing the charging infrastructure for this particular pilot along the route. This pilot has been very successful and has helped to not only reduce carbon emissions but also reduce the cost. UltraTech is now scaling up to use of electric vehicle truck. We have recently finalized contracts for adding 100 more electric vehicles for our transport operations. And once we are more comfortable with these 100 vehicles, I think we would like to roll out across our plant these electric vehicles.
As we heard the big picture vision, now let's hear from the electric truck driver what it's like behind the electric wheel every day.
मैं 11 साल से चला रहा हूँ डीजल ट्रक। उसमें थकान महसूस होती है, गियर ये कलेज है। इसमें सर वो कुछ भी नहीं है। हेल्थ में भी सुधार आया है मेरी और प्रदूषण का तो कुछ है नहीं इसमें। इसका मतलब एक मानो तो 10 उससे ज़्यादा ही गुना मेरे हिसाब से तो बहुत ही अच्छी गाड़ी है। और डीजल गाड़ियों से वैसे ये कि ये गाड़ी जब आप कभी वो खुद चलाएंगे तो वो महसूस करेंगे कि है गाड़ी सर बहुत अच्छी है।
Well, this transition is not just only driven by the industry, but also strongly supported by policymakers.
The very recently announced PM E-Drive, which is a kind of sequel to FAME 1 and FAME 2, the earlier policies, but equally innovative, I would say, because for the first time, the heavy-duty freight electrification, that is the decarbonizing trucks, that is also one of the focus areas. So almost 500 crore rupees has been allocated for that. That is 62 million US dollar has been allocated. Now very recently again, the Principal Scientific Advisor's Office, and they have come out with what they call Zero Emission Transition Advisory. There is a supply side regulation that is also one of the pivotal thrust from the country's perspective. So that is able to nudge the OEMs to gradually shift from the ICE vehicle assembly lines to that of the electric vehicles.
Electric trucks are becoming a game changer in tackling air pollution and climate change and unlocking economic opportunity in India. This is a pivotal moment to rally stakeholders across transport and energy towards zero-emission future. Now, India has a chance to lead here through strong regulations, fostering policy demand and supply signals, and crowding in private investments, delivering health benefits and quality of life while positioning India as a global leader. Let us embrace this new era in transitioning to electric trucks with real people, with real stories and real solutions. India is charging up for change.